Today in class, you were assigned the online onion activity. You were given 36 cells that you had to identify into the various phases of mitosis. The handout you have is page 12 in your chapter packet and looks like this. When you access the site through the Google Classroom, you'll be directed to this web page. It gives you some background information on mitosis. You can read through that and click Next. That takes you to the next page, which gives you more information on the individual phases of mitosis. You can read through and click Next. It shows you the chart that you'll be filling out during the activity. You can click Next. And that takes you to the beginning of the activity. In the upper left-hand corner here, you see a cell. I like to zoom my screen in order to view that cell a little bit bigger. You can decide what phase of the cell cycle that cell is in, and you click on it. Now, if you click on the wrong phase, it tells you that the chromosomes are visible here, but they're not organized into a line like you see here. So chromosomes in prophase are not organized in a line, and we had clicked prophase. So it wants you to try again. It's telling you that you didn't get the answer right. And we know that when chromosomes are organized in a line, that means that they are in metaphase. So if you click the right phase, it puts that cell under metaphase in the chart. And then if you look up to the top left, it gave you a new cell. So you're classifying the next cell. And you will keep classifying cells. Again, if you get them wrong, it's going to give you another chance. If you get them correct, it puts them into that various box within the table here. You'll go through 36 cells, and when you're finished, you'll have to count up all the cells in each of the phases, and that's when you put the information into your document. So again, now that you've finished, you're ready to add information into the document of how many cells you had. So let's pretend that you had, say, 6 cells in interphase, and let's pretend that you were given maybe 8 cells in prophase. You'll fill in the remaining phases based on how many cells you count up on the website. And now you're ready to calculate percentages. In order to calculate percentages, you divide the part or the individual amount, so the individual number of cells in interphase divided by the total, or the individual number of cells in prophase divided by the total. The total is given to you over here. And don't forget, percentages are out of 100, so we need to multiply this by 100. So if I'm working on the interphase and the number I got was 6, I would take 6 and divide it by 36, multiply it by 100, and I get 16.6 repeating, so I can make that 16.7%. Again, I'll fill that in for the remaining boxes based on the numbers I got. And down here, you're asked to complete this pie chart based on your percentages. So you want to figure out what basically 17% of this pie chart is. And you will start, I would decide, okay, here's the middle, and then I'll call this, maybe 16%. Again, I don't expect that to be perfect because you're making the pie chart, but when it's all said and done, your entire pie chart should be filled in. So let's just put some lines here. And then you're going to color code it. So we're going to say, okay, maybe I'll color the interphase portion blue. So I'll color that portion in blue on my pie chart. And then maybe I'll color the prophase portion pink. So the section of this chart that represents prophase, and again, that's based on your percentages, will be pink. The metaphase portion, maybe I'm going to make it yellow. So I'll color the metaphase portion of the chart yellow. Again, these portions of the pie chart are based on the percentages that you calculated above. When you complete all of your percentages, you have the 2 questions at the bottom that you're going to complete, and they are based on your pie chart. So it's asking you during which phase is the most time spent. You would look up at your pie chart and see which piece of the pie is the biggest. Which one is the least time spent? You're looking up at the pie chart to see which piece of the pie is the smallest. This is due tomorrow, so please make sure you have it completed when you arrive to class.